You admit that all you're after is money.
No, I don't. Aren't you funny? Don't you know that a man being rich is like a girl being pretty? You might not marry a girl just because she's pretty. But my goodness, doesn't it help? And if you had a daughter, wouldn't you rather she didn't marry a poor man?
But I was...
You'd want her to have the most wonderful things in the world and to be very happy. Oh, why is it wrong for me to want those things?
Well, I concede.
Unfortunately, a lot of men can't. Welcome, Exotical Barbies. We're going to talk about how you, as an Exotical Barbie, based on what I said on my video of who my channel represent, you as an individual is currency to a man. This is the centering men video, so let's stay tuned. Anyways, let's get started. Marilyn Monroe is right. In the movies, the gentlemen prefer blondes. I highly advise you to watch that movie because that's one of my favorite movies. You, as a woman, have so much potential. I mean, think about it. Men use women to advertise for things. They use to advertise cars, use to advertise for commercials. They even pay women, billionaires to this day, for women to be in music videos or to escort them, either schmexily or not. So, with that being said, don't give away your currency. You as an individual, your beauty, your beauty, your smarts, your wits, everything is your currency. Don't just hand it out to men. Okay? And what I mean is, for starters, don't settle. Just like how Marilyn Monroe said, you being a pretty woman, educated, and exotical, especially if you're exotical, it's being rich because it gives you more opportunities, especially if you're multicultural. And with that being said, don't settle. Don't settle. Those things can open so many doors for you. And men know this. For example, in the movie Love Don't Cost a Thing, he knew that Mila, that's her name, Mila, the character, I forgot the character's name, but anyways, he knew that she's beautiful, she's definitely charismatic, and he knew that if he was with her, she would open doors for him to becoming popular, and he used her too. And so, with that being said, I mean, there's so many other movies, but that's the first one that came to mind with Love Don't Cost a Thing. You know, there's other movies as well. I mean, think about a Transformers with a Megan Fox character. She's an exotical Barbie, and you know he's a low down loser. Okay, don't settle. And definitely don't be a pick me because of how they get upset if you do have high standards. So for example, they get upset if you're exotical Barbie, if you say, I want a hot man. They're going to be like, oh, well, you need to settle. There ain't no hot man and whatnot. They're only saying that because either A, they're upset because you have the privilege to say you want a hot man, or B, they know they're ugly. They know they are ugly and they want to be with you. Or there's girls that probably tell you that, and that's because they know that they look chopped up and they know they can't be caught dead if they used to say that. But over here, we have high standards. Okay? So no, we're not going to just give it up to any man. And they be like, oh, well, you're going to be single for the rest of your life. Would you rather lose all your currency or keep your currency to look good? Because that's projection right there. Men's the only one that's scared of dying alone, which is why the men loneliness epidemic, you know? So, also too, don't just become friends with any man. Don't be like, oh, well, he's my guy. Over here, we don't, I don't believe in having guy friends. I'm not going to say over here because this is what do what you want with this information type deal, but I don't believe in having male friends. I believe in having acquaintances. Okay? I feel like the only guy friend you can have is your family member. But yeah, because they would use you, and I will make videos about this later on, as your currency. Men who try to be friends with you, quote unquote, be friends with you, will use you as your currency, which is true, okay? Because they know you're hot, and then like, for example, let's say they'd be like, oh, can I escort you to this dinner party, whatever? You'd be like, yeah, sure. And they'd be like, oh wow, how you get a girl like her? You're beautiful. How you get like with a man that looks like you and not of your caliber? They'd be like, something had to be interesting about him for him to have an exotic on his arm. You see what I'm saying here? You are treasure. Your currency. Okay? Use it to your advantage. Okay? Don't just go out with just a regular. Okay? Also, too, they would belittle you just like in that movie, if you guys don't know, in Gentlemen's Preferred Blondes, in the video I played earlier, where the dad was basically trying to, like I said, they would belittle you for your standards of you wanting a rich man. Don't allow that to happen. Okay? You need to have a strong sense of who you are as an Exotical Barbie. Because otherwise, they gonna use your currency left or right, left or right. You gonna be turned every way but loose. Okay? Over here, we keep our currency. That's why you see a lot of exoticals single. Is that because they don't want? They can have us exoticals, we can have any man we want. Okay, if you benefit from the isms, multiculturalism, colorism, futurism, all those other things, of course we can have any man we want. We choose not to because we don't waste our currency. You need to use your currency to invest in something that will benefit you. Okay? If a man is not trying to make your life better, leave him. And that includes family members as well, because I know I said earlier, family members, you can be best friends with your male family members or whatever, but if they're not bettering your life, leave. Okay? Because what are you doing here? What are you doing here? We're here on this channel, we decenter and we re-enter into our lives. But seriously though, also too, learning this is kind of like a stepping stool of you noticing, like, why is this guy with me? You know what I'm saying here? Or like, is he using me? You know what I'm saying? Because men do it all the time. Okay? If they're selfish enough to use our currency, we need selfish enough to keep our currency. Anyways, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think. Are you exotical? Do you keep your currency? Have you noticed with other celebrities spending their beautiful currency, And have you seen them take it back? Have you seen other women in your life that has done that? Let me know down below. And like, comment, subscribe. Exotical Barbies.